There are people who don't think I'm funny. I've accepted that. I got attacked on the subway. Here's what happened. So where we live in the back, there's a little outdoor space where you put the furniture that goes outside, the outside furniture. And because it's in Elements, one of the chairs was a little rickety. So my wife had one of her fat friends come over, and she's making a beeline for that chair. So I'm trying to avert disaster, trying to distract her. I'm like, look, Entenmann's, Doritos. And she just, snatched them and sat in the chair and blew it out. And now she's mad at this. She's holding up the leg. There's a little sticker on it, made in China. She's like, made in China. I'm like, China didn't have too much to do with that situation if you do the math. 2 trains leave at midnight, whatever. So my wife wants this chair, but it's the last, you can't find this stuff. This is some old furniture. So it's Valentine's Day. I look online, I find the last chair in the world. It's at the Lowe's in Brooklyn. It's a display model. They got it in the back. I'm like, hold that for me. So I go to get it, and it's a display model. So there's a little dirt on the legs. I'm like, I'll clean it when I get home. I get some flowers. I get on the train to go home. There's a dude on the train with really white shoes on, like straight out of the box. And I guess unbeknownst to me, when I walk by him, the dirty leg of the chair must have brushed this guy's shoe, because he starts looking down and shaking and going, oh no, oh no. And then he looks up at me, and I don't like to disagree with people, so I'm like, oh no. I don't know what I'm oh-noing about, right? This is when I should have known he was crazy. He takes his shoe off, he holds it up in the air, he shows it to me. He's like, do you see this? Do you see this shit? And I'm like, I see a guy taking his shoe off in the middle of the day. I'm like, yeah, I see that shit. But, however, I said it must have sounded unintentionally like I was mocking him, because the next thing he said, he's like, I should punch you in your face. And because it was New York, everybody next to him just got up and fucking left. Like, we're get out of here, get out of here. It's gonna be a homicide today. Get off 70 stops early, walk to Ditmas Park, work on that cardio. So I just pretend, I do what I do a lot of time when it gets crowded on the train. I want to give up. I just pretended to be asleep, boom, and hope it'll all go away. Because that's how I deal with my problems in life. I take a nap, you get up, it's like 35% better. But it didn't go away because the guy kept threatening to punch in the face, whatever. So after about 6 stops, I'm like, this is probably not a good idea. The dude's 4 feet away from me. I got my eyes. So I open my eyes, now he's standing right in front of me, right? And he's warned me, repeatedly 6 times that he's gonna punch him. So I'm ready for something bad to happen. So the fist comes, but I move out of the way. The fist was not properly formed. There was a thumb sticking out with a long, dirty nail, which went into my eye, right? And I'm a hypochondriac anyway, so I'm gonna get eye AIDS and die off of this nail. My T cell count is dropping, I'm losing weight. It's not good. So instinctively, I have the chair, right? I swing the chair hits the guy goes down, the subway door's open, I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Someone's like, we should call the cops. I'm like, don't do that. I go to leave, I see the shoe, I take the fucking shoe, right? And I don't know why I took it, I told him, I'm taking your fucking shoe, man. So I'm walking through the subway, I got a bloody eye, I got a shoe, I got the chair, I got the flowers. I look crazy. I look like one of those subway performers, sitting in the flowers, here's the chair, smelled it, here's the eye, sitting in, I get home, I put a bottle of vodka in my eye. I go in the back, I put the chair with the table. I put the shoe on the table. I put a glass in the shoe. I put some water in the glass. I put the flowers in the water. My wife comes home, she takes one look at it, she's like, what the hell is this? I'm like, we've been together a really long time, and we're still kicking it. And it's a romantic story. It's romantic, for romantic times.